Hey guys, welcome to the 13th episode of LPY. We're going to start our new series called The Great Divide, or we recently started our new series today at Youth, called The Great Divide and What Christmas Means to You. So, do you guys like Christmas? Like, do y'all like the holidays and stuff?
Yes.
Yes. I'm going to start off with this question.
Wonderful.
What does Christmas mean to you?
I knew it. I knew it.
Can I go?
Yeah.
So,
Y'all.
okay, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I did that. Like, trying to be cutesy and severe.
Okay.
Anyways, to me, Christmas means, like, in my, like, deep down, I know it means, like, to be all about Jesus, and that's, like, his birth, and, yeah. And also, it just means, like, being with family and spending time with people I love. Yes.
Okay. Anyone else want to talk about what Christmas means to them?
Can I say another thing? Oh,
yeah.
never mind.
I see.
I see you.
Absolutely wonderful. I see it as a time to get to spend time with my family and be grateful for who is around me, and also it seems as like a little checkup on what everyone else is doing in my family.
Yeah.
This is gonna like sound so weird coming from me, but like the way that culture has placed Christmas, it just seems so overrated. Like yeah, Christmas is a good holiday and everything, but like some people just do too much. Like, not like on the Jesus part, of course, because that's like his holiday, but like they just, I don't know. Like people are like, cause my ultimate favorite holiday, like I couldn't live without it, but it's like, you'll be alright.
And why
like,
is that?
is that? There's also Valentine's
Present,
Day.
present.
There's also Halloween. Like,
Yeah.
there's multiple there for you.
David, you want to say anything?
Yeah, to me, honestly, I forgot I look like this. Honestly, guys, I forgot what I look like for a second. But, yeah, honestly, on Christmas, I kind of just wake up and I'm like, wow, it's Christmas. Just another day. I honestly don't really care about Christmas. Like, obviously, the backstory, that's what I care about. But, like, I mean, I don't wake up and I'm like, oh my God, it's Christmas, let's go. I'm just like, okay, Christmas. It's just another day. Yeah, no.
B? You have anything? Okay. Clay, you're literally still in the camera. Clay, please make that her
Yes.
face, her picture, please. Okay, so
See,
What did she say?
okay, so something that Clay talked about in the middle of our sermon was how we tend to make when you think of Christmas, you think of what?
Presents.
Right. Okay. So we know you think of food. But he was saying how we tend to make it all about us. Like it's like at the end in the grand scheme of things, like it's about us. And it's about what we get, what we don't get. Y'all aren't even listening to me.
I am.
In the grand scheme is about what we get and what we don't get.
Okay, anyway. V, what do you have to say about it? About what Clay talked about.
I'll talk about it. So, usually on Christmas, I feel like people mainly just focus on the presents. Because if somebody says, are you ready for Christmas? Most people's answer is going to be, yeah, I got my list planned out. Because that's, I mean, obviously we've already said this, but everybody's focused on presents. And I think it's just really important that we actually remember, like, what it's really about. And honestly, I wish that every year on Christmas, just like every church would like let people come in and just worship. That would be like the coolest thing ever. What if on Christmas every church or not every, but most churches just opened up and we're like, y'all can come worship.
That would be kind of cool.
That would be so cool.
I actually like that. Well, we do that, but oh wow, this year just turned on. No, I don't like that. What just happened? Okay. But what we do is like, we don't do it on Christmas Day, but we do have like we call it Silent Night.
That's what Clay was talking about.
night, holy night.
Oh,
But oh my gosh, my brain is. I'm literally scatterbrained right now. Oh yeah. And we do the worship night, but it's like Christmas songs and like things like that. So that is. But like what you're talking about, Avon, I think that would just be really, really cool. And I feel like that would also be an opportunity for people to know more about him and and how important the actual story of him being born is and what Christmas actually is about.
because it's not about you.
It's not about you.
Boom, shot fire.
It's not
Got
about
to
you.
there.
Boom.
And it's like, and also if we did worship on Christmas, I feel like so many people would come. It would just be like so magical. Like whenever I think of worship, it's just like beautiful. I don't know. Sometimes I'll be standing, and if I'm standing like near the front when we're doing the worship, I'll just look to the side and be like, "Oh my gosh, look at all these people singing!" And especially when we do the little parts without the guitar. Oh my gosh, we did one tonight. The harmonies.
Yes, the way
They're
we
beautiful.
eat it is actually crazy.
Beautiful. And like if we just did that on Christmas, it would be so magical because I feel like I was just thinking about it whenever Clay started talking about it. He was like, what does Christmas mean to you? And like to me, it's kind of just another holiday. But like I'm this year, whenever he said that, I was starting to plan, like to think about what can I do this Christmas to make an impact and make a difference in not just my life, but like also my family around me. And it was like, well, instead of waking up and first doing presents, I could probably talk to my mom about maybe having us all do like a devotional or something, or just like reading maybe like a book in the Bible or just something, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just an idea, but
So I saw. Oh wow, the camera's not on me. So I saw this thing on TikTok. Like we're talking about like devotionals and stuff. I saw this thing on TikTok how on December 1st you needed to start.
my birthday.
What?
I'm doing it. I know what you're talking about.
On December 1st to read the first chapter of Luke. There's 25 chapters of Luke. So 24. Oh, there's 24 chapters of Luke. Sorry. There's 24 chapters of Luke. So whenever it's Christmas Day, you finish the book and Luke basically like talks about like Jesus' story and like his birth and you know all that stuff. Like Clay pulled up Luke today. But what? Oh, I thought you were like confused.
No.
Okay.
Today.
Huh.
I don't know. I saw from like the corner of my eye. I saw Alex go. So I did.
It's because I just.
Yeah, like.
Oh, dang.
Do you know your?
Okay. So like I told y'all. Oh wait, I wasn't recording then, but I didn't have questions set for this because today has been quite the day.
Yeah.
And I like haven't even like processed to think like where I am. Like I'm to that point right now. Anyway, before I start ranting. What is y'all's what was the first question? Oh, what is Christmas to y'all? What is y'all's favorite thing about Christmas? And be real. Like if it's presents and if it's what you get, then like say that.
It's the
Me?
crap.
I think it's family and the dinner because like to be honest, my family doesn't really do presents. Like, and that's kind of sad. But like we just started it like last year, so cuz yeah. But so blah, blah, blah.
Oh. Brief. Brief.
So like I really like the dinner and everybody talking to each other and stuff like that.
Sorry.
Can I go?
Yeah.
So man, sometimes it is the gifts, but like at the same time, I don't be drowning in presents. So, but I like the family time also because like we just get to sit there together and open presents and yeah.
Another thing that I like about Christmas is going on TikTok and seeing everybody's Christmas hauls. I love it.
Wait, me too.
I love
think
it.
that's one of my favorite things about Christmas.
Sitting through those.
Guys,
No,
Sometimes
y'all
I'd be
actually-
mad.
I'm
I'd be
just
like,
like,
I hate to admit it, but like whenever I watch those, I get so jealous.
Yeah.
Go
me
for
too.
That's
But
why I
I feel
hate-
like
that's why I
feel like
hate
that's
sitting through them.
everyone.
Especially whenever it's somebody who's
They're
really
like-
rich.
they're like,
They've spent 800. they'll they'll be showcasing like 8 pairs of shoes they got, like a whole full Lululemon haul, or
my
like
God.
stuff like that.
But,
Hey,
like-
here's my new car, and I'm like, wait, I know what you're about to say.
Showing your 30,000 folds when I got a case.
V said,
V said it'd be
I said, dang, I just got a phone case.
that was so funny. Okay, what were you saying, Avon?
but I was gonna say, I was like, why do you need that much stuff?
Mhm.
No,
There's
serious.
literally no point. You don't-
I
don't
mean,
need
but
every
like,
color of
but like,
Lululemon
let's be for
t-shirt.
real.
I got a
If we
coloring
were,
book.
let's be for real. If we were that person, we like other people would be thinking about that.
Yeah.
Like would be thinking about us like that. And if we got that many gifts, we would be showing it off too.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah,
like
you're good.
it just like I don't know. I like the whole presents part, but it's just because like I love surprises. I love gifts and I love giving gifts. Like one of my love languages is gift giving. Like that is my thing. I love it. I love giving little baskets. I love doing all that stuff.
I love baskets.
So me too.
me too.
Okay.
Give me one.
So that obviously presents is one of my favorite things about Christmas, but also the food. When
Shopping.
Mexicans
Yes.
have listen, let me put you on.
Oh,
When Mexicans
I don't relate. I'm like,
when Mexicans have
we can
Christmas dinner,
that's not.
y'all don't understand.
So
It's
good.
so
So good.
good. Alex understands. It's so good, y'all. Like when we have tamales. Oh,
my
my
gosh.
gosh.
I don't like the process of making them, but eating them,
Tamales is disgusting.
You know what ruined it for me? And
I said it
I was
right.
in fourth grade. And our lunch ladies made tamales for us for our whole
okay, well, that's the lunch ladies.
thingy, and I just hated it ever since that. They ruined it for me.
Tamales.
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 Say it.
Not gonna
Tamales.
attempt.
Oh, okay, that's
I'm not gonna. No.
Tamales.
I'm
Oh,
too white.
Santa,
I'm too white.
Santa, if you're watching this, I really want some pair of cleats, please.
Santa's not real.
Santa, please.
Santa's not real.
Hey,
Bro, I
Nice,
met
be
him.
nice. Be nice.
I met him the other day, so you can't tell me he's not real.
The 30,000 actors.
Yeah, there's a different Santa at the mall every single year.
I had to go to mall and downtown.
So I'm gonna tell y'all the story of how I found out Santa wasn't real.
Okay, tell us.
So basically, I think I was in kindergarten, and I was talking to my pastor, and he was like, "Hey, is Santa real?" And he was like, "I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this." I'm kidding.
Told you?
I'm just kidding. But I wanted to know. I was like, "Be honest with me." He was like, "No, baby, he's not real." And I was like, "Oh no!" And then a couple years later, a couple years later, I saw my brother bringing in presents. So that just confirmed my beliefs. But then confirmed my beliefs. But then there was this girl one day. She asked if Santa was real, and I said no, he's not. She started crying, and I got in trouble.
My siblings ruined it for me, and I started crying. Like, they were literally standing laughing at me while I was crying.
I don't know why, but I've never believed that Santa's real. Like,
Neither have I.
Like,
We've just
never-
always known.
yeah.
Like my parents never made us like
Like I didn't believe it, but I also
no, like my parents never like made us even think if Santa was real or anything. Like they've just always been like, obviously we do the presents. Hello.
Santa's not real, but Jesus is.
Oh.
you know Santa spelled like Satan.
ooh, yeah.
Really?
It switched 2 letters.
Oh yeah, you're right. Wow, that was really embarrassing. I was on the camera.
Okay,
Your cover's gonna be like,
Okay. Oh, so
that's not.
Are y'all excited for Christmas break?
Yeah.
Yes, I am so excited
You're
for
even gonna
Christmas
ask me
break.
twice. Why did Thanksgiving break end?
You got it.
pausing for me. I am not excited because I am going to eat way too much and I'm going to lose track of my weight and it's going to be really, really bad for wrestling. And I know I'm going to have so much stuff for wrestling and I'm going to like flip out about it because I'm going to be like on the track running like 3 miles a day so I can make weight for wrestling. And it's going to drive me insane.
Nothing you
So
didn't do
he's
today.
a wrestling nerd.
Gonna eat nothing you didn't do today.
I actually hate breaks because that's the time where I get depressed because I don't see anybody and I don't social with anyone because I have no friends.
The way nobody
The
could
whole
have me
people
forget-
at the entire table is friends with her.
You were seeing.
So I don't know what she's talking about. These are your friends.
I don't get invited here.
That's so real. Guys, we all need to hang out during Christmas. Can I say something?
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh yes, I am excited for break because I'm tired of school and I'm tired of seeing the people at school. No offense, like not in a bad way. I'm just tired of. I'm just tired, and I'm tired of like schoolwork, and I want to go online, and I don't want to be. I have to wake up every morning. I want to move to Huntsville. And yeah, that's why.
Why would you want to go to Huntsville?
It's not Albertville.
Because it's not Albertville. What? Where? Okay. So, oh wait, the camera's not on me. So, what? Okay, we spoke about how Mary. Okay, this was one of the questions for our small group, and I just want to know y'all's answers. So, what is something that stood out to you when Mary? What's happening back there? Okay, what stood out to y'all when y'all heard about read about Mary's reaction when the angel was like this is like a blessing and like that she got pregnant by God and like, you know, that whole scripture that Clay read. What is something that stood out to you?
That she was 14.
That she was so compliant with it, and because she had no doubts, she just went with it. Well, the only thing she asked, well, according to the scripture, was that she just asked, "How will she have a baby if she's a virgin?" And the angel just explained to her that it would be the Holy Spirit's son. So, like the Holy Son, that's who it's gonna be. And so she was just kind of chilling after that and went with it. And
Really a chill girl.
she she's just a chill guy. But yeah, she was so compliant and she just had put her whole trust in Jesus and didn't doubt anything.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about in our small group is how much faith she had, how her first reaction wasn't fear and she wasn't scared and she wasn't anxious, she wasn't questioning anything because like she just had comfort, or like that just gave her comfort and peace knowing that, like, you know, the angel said it was like from God, or, you know. Alex.
I like something that stood out to me was that like she was really really calm, and like you and Avon said that like she knew that it was gonna be in his hands, and like she didn't have to like worry about it, because if it was something that he did, then she knew he would like take care of it.
Why are y'all laughing?
Because Violisha just did the most disgusting face. And then she noticed that.
Are you
Ha ha
okay?
ha.
Stop ruining the vibe.
Just be chill, guys. Be chill, guys.
I'm just a chill guy. Just a chill guy playing
Can I
God
say
Blast.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So the thing that I spoke of during small group was when the angel was telling Mary that she was gonna give birth to Jesus, and all that. Her thoughts were, what kind of message is this? And it like made me think of how it made me think of like how crazy that must have been to her, because like when Clay was saying like, imagine you were Joseph or imagine you were Mary, and just imagine how stressful that would be to go around and everyone's like, how is your wife giving birth to Jesus when she's a virgin? And everyone's just weird. And the fact that you didn't divorce her after she randomly got pregnant. So it's just, everyone's going to think you're weird. Everyone's going to doubt you. And you're not going to fit in.
Yeah, that's what we also kind of spoke about that in our small group, like because obviously our small group is like filled with girls, so we spoke more on Mary's side and like putting ourselves in Mary's shoes than we did Joseph's side. But Clay did say how like obviously like if you're 14, 15, get pregnant, like obviously you're gonna think about
Absolute.
well no, oh my gosh, that's
Get pregnant.
Mary was what, 14, 15?
14, 15. Yeah.
Right. Were you listening?
Man, yeah.
Okay,
But the way you said it, you were like, if you were 14, 15, get pregnant.
Oh, no. Well, I wasn't finished. If you're 14, 15 and you get pregnant, obviously you're going to think about like, oh, what are people going to say? Like, you know, I feel like that's just human nature. Like we tend to, that was funny. We tend to just like, you know, worry about what others are going to say about certain things that we do, certain things that we say, decisions we make, whatever. But with Joseph, like you were saying, it's like people are going to think, why are you still with someone that isn't even carrying your child? And why didn't you leave her? Why are you still with her? And like, you know, things like that. And especially because like she's a virgin, like why are you helping her with the babe? Like, you know, like there's so many things that people could have said. Hey, y'all need to stop. There's so many things that people could have said. But it's crazy how then the angel was like, hey, you know, Mary was telling the truth. She's having a boy and you're going to name him Jesus. And like, you know, and like what's crazy to me is like God didn't have to send that angel. Like Mary didn't have to know that he sent Jesus. And she didn't have to know that like it was that like he, you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say?
I'm confused.
Like she didn't have to know that God made her pregnant.
She could have just been pregnant unknowingly,
Yeah,
and then
like not
just
knowing
randomly
that,
had a child and been so confused.
not knowing it was because of God, or like that God like sent Jesus.
Oh,
Right,
okay, yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Okay,
And like, who knows what she would have done if she just got randomly pregnant and didn't know what it was for.
right. Like it's crazy to me how God like aligned all of it, and how it was just like he just like aligned all of it and made it all perfectly make sense for everyone that played a part in that story. And then later on for it to still be an important story and it still makes sense to us and like make us feel like where like we can be in their shoes, or not that we can be in their shoes, but make us feel like make us imagine like we're in their shoes, and then have us see the importance of Christmas and have us see like what Christmas actually means. I don't know if that makes sense, but y'all know what I'm trying to
Seeing
say.
it from their perspective.
Yeah.
One thing that Clay said that stood out to me was that if God did not send Jesus to, if God did not send Mary, if God did not make Mary pregnant with the with Jesus, thank you,
With the with the
then she would have just been irrelevant. Like nobody would talk. Nobody. We wouldn't remember who she is because there was nothing that was to remember before that. And Clay said that's because she was so humble. Because he said that she was like just a random peasant girl in their town or whatever. And because she was so humble, she was rewarded with Jesus, and she's now remembered by like literally everybody because she's in a book called the Bible, and it's right here. Thank you.
Okay, so is there anything else that you guys want to speak on?
He had full choice to just completely kill her.
Genuinely.
Yeah, just have her divorce her and get her stoned to death.
Yeah, basically.
Because to his knowledge, she cheated on him.
Yeah.
kill her.
Yes,
I mean,
that
that's basically how it was back
that is what would happen back then.
Yeah.
He had full choice of that, but later on, he received a message from the angels and he trusted it.
Yeah.
Luckily, he was a quiet, humble man who quietly divorced her. And yes,
Were you not listening?
I thought they stayed together.
Oh,
but
he divorced
No,
her,
he-
and then the angel came.
He
and-
quietly divorced her, so like no one knew that they got divorced.
I thought
Yeah.
Okay.
like, sorry.
okay.
I thought like, oh,
And another thing is one thing my small group talked about was why did God choose Mary?
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Because she was so humble. She was very humble. She was a great person. She had so much faith because he knew that she would that she would comply with it and she would trust in him. There you go.
can I say something?
Haven
Yeah,
rap
last
God.
thing.
I thought she got pregnant, and then he was like, "I'm gonna divorce her," but then an angel came to him, and he
then he
changed his
didn't.
mind.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No,
But-
he quietly. So they were divorced, but they like no one knew.
Wait, or maybe it,
no, that
Knew.
It
he
said
divorced her
quietly.
No one knew about it.
or maybe he thought, maybe he just like thought about it. We're gonna have to ask Clay. Okay, but I do have to wrap up first table. Everyone say bye.
My
everyone.
top party.
Okay, we're gonna take a break and
Dabs.
then come back with
Dabs.
the second table.
Stab the.
We love you, and there's nothing.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, welcome back to the second table. We have Clay Minor, Jada, and Anna Ruth. So I literally have like had no time to.
Adri,
yeah.
how do you want to see Christmas different this year? She just choked herself for anyone who did not see that.
How do I want to see? Oh,
Yeah, like
I
what?
said
So for me, just to clarify again, like I said, I tend to look at Christmas very, very negatively. I do not care for like lights. I do not care. I have to go to like a gazillion family gatherings, and it's just not a joyful season for me. So I'm trying to view Christmas in a more positive light. What about you, Adrian?
so someone brought up about how
Did you ask that question in the first table?
no.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. I don't even remember what we talked about. But someone said something about how they tend to just eat really fast so that they can just get to presents, and they don't want to eat super fast. Like they want to enjoy that time. Like you know.
Some serious depth.
So then it made me think about Thanksgiving, right? Because food, Thanksgiving, you know.
Mhm.
Okay, so I was not ready for that.
You don't have to be. It's candy.
Right, I know, but like it just really threw me off the first time.
But I'm listening.
Okay, well anyway, And they were like, anyway, they were saying that. So I was thinking about Thanksgiving. And I was like, we don't rush through our food for Thanksgiving, but we do for Christmas. And I was like,
There ain't no
wait.
presents
I
there.
was like, wait. I was like, guys, I kind of just made a good point in my head. So then I was talking about it. And then I was like, what I want to do differently or think about differently for Christmas is I want to.
You're gonna have to stop that.
I was like,
Guarantee you, we hear in the recording.
I was like,
She's taking pictures. Anyway,
I was like,
how you want to see Christmas differently?
yeah.
Thanksgiving, there's no presents. You don't rush through your meal.
Oh, I want to like be grateful that my family can get together and even have a meal for Christmas, and that we have a meal for Christmas, and I just want to like take that time to really like soak up what I have around me instead of like do I enjoy getting presents? Yes. Do I enjoy giving presents? Yes. And I feel like that will just always be my favorite part, but
You know what's interesting about Christmas like, is the older, and it's actually kind of beautiful. It's not in the moment, especially as you're becoming an adult, but the older you get, the more underwhelming Christmas becomes.
yeah,
I would agree.
I would agree with that too.
Like my grandmother, this doesn't matter. It's just going to, initially sound very bad, but I really don't care. But my grandmother told us this year, because she was all worried about it. She was like, just need everybody to know that I'm on a $50 per person budget this year because it's been tight and there's so many people, $50 per person. And we're like, okay, man. But I mean, what's interesting to me about that though is I hear her say that and I think, I mean, it's okay. You can only do $50 like per person. Okay. When I was a kid, $50, my gosh.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I
Which,
was
I mean, it's a
thinking,
different time,
hello?
too. I mean, inflation. But nonetheless, my point is as you get older, you have the ability to buy more crap on your own.
Right.
Whereas Christmas used to be the only time I got anything, you know? So it just becomes more and more underwhelming as you get older.
Yeah, that okay. So y'all know I work at Coldstone. I got paid on Black Friday. Adri, okay. Adri, shopping addiction. Adri got paid
Yeah.
on Black Friday. I have $9 in my bank account at the
You
moment.
blew it.
I completely blew
What'd you
it.
buy?
Clothes and shoes and jewelry, all of the necessities, and like
Of course.
and like
Yeah.
and like I bought stuff that I like actually like needed. But anyway, you were saying like once you get older and like actually make money and stuff, especially like now at my age where like I don't have to pay bills, I don't have to like, I mean, half of that money went into my savings anyway.
That's good.
Myra made me a savings account a really long time
good.
ago, and so I know like I'll
so upset about it.
I know I'll like appreciate it. That's why it doesn't really bother me, because I know I'll appreciate it like in the future. But I just really wish I could have kept going.
It's also really interesting the older you get, the things that excite you. I don't really say excite. Excite's not the right word that you're very appreciative for. So where my mind went immediately when you said that Myra set you up a savings account, I was thinking, there's going to come a day where that's going to come in handy because you're going to have some like unexpected expense, like the IRS sends you $1,000 bill or something. And to get $1,000 bill from the IRS, which I have, to know that you have $1,000 in savings to pay that is like, oh, praise God, it's amazing.
Right. Like
And
that's
you just blew $1,000
hopefully-
and got nothing from it because you just gave it to the government.
hopefully not like I don't owe anyone $1,000, but
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like,
right, I know, but like
that's coming for you. You're gonna get to be an adult, and something like that's going to.
right. Well, that's what I was
Refrigerator
leading
goes
up
out.
to is like at this age I don't really have to deal with anything like that. Thankfully, like my parents don't make me pay for any bills or anything, and they don't make me pay for my phone.
Yeah.
And I mean like not like I don't have a car yet, which like not yet, but also there's like pros and cons to it. Like I don't have to put money aside to put gas
Indeed.
in my car, and like I don't have to.
You got to buy a shirt instead of gas.
Right. But anyway, I was saying how I feel like I bought so much close to the holidays that like, and I've like shopped so much these past
You about
couple
to
of
have
weeks.
you a mediocre Christmas.
No, I feel like I would be content if I didn't get that much for Christmas.
Okay.
Is what I was gonna
I said
say.
you went positive. Obviously, I went negative.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But like do you have 2 spinny rings on?
No, this one's just under the other one. I just have one.
Sorry, that really threw me off.
I lost one.
But
I lost.
But it's like I love shopping. Like it just brings me happiness, and that's like the worst. Like retail therapy, love it, and that's like the worst thing to love because like it's money.
Well, I mean,
No, but
a
like
bad dude,
well, but like
the devil.
right, okay, but like I mean like that's right. You're right. Okay, there's not much for me to say, but like
There's
There-
worse things for you to
you're
love.
right. But
That
like,
is not a good thing to love. That
because like you find like you enjoy doing that and like I get so excited when I get packages or
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I like because like there's something for me to look forward to like oh my package is gonna get here like it's just it just makes me so excited to like receive clothes and go shopping and get packages. So like whenever I'm like I really want to go shopping, but that just means I have to like waste money.
What remind me, y'all will remember. I think it was during the self-worth series. One of those bottom lines was something along the lines of don't give your love to something that doesn't deserve your love, something like
I
that.
can tell you.
Anyway, that's what I thought about right there. Like shopping is not worth your devotion because
The inside?
it can't produce anything for you. Huh? Yeah. I
Yeah.
think it was-
Make yourself worth it. Walk like God's poem.
That was good.
Um,
That was good. That was a good series, man.
if-
It was a good series.
If you're picked last, know that you were chosen first.
God, that was a good one.
And live true to the new, leave the past in the past. That one was okay.
Okay.
But that's all of them. There's 4.
I guess it wasn't that series.
It might have been the first one, make yourself worth it.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. But the point is, is that shopping can't do anything for you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it can't produce anything for you. I love my wife because she can love me back.
Ooh.
You know?
That's
Shopping can't.
Support is red.
Yeah, the shopping can't love you back.
Right.
So there's no point giving it your love.
Wait, yeah.
Wow.
But like it's just like if I'm like having a bad day,
God can love you back too, by the way.
you're right. If I'm like having a bad day, like listen to some worship music, go shopping.
Well, I mean, it's
So worship and then shopping.
it's
Right, God first.
But it's the same thing that we said tonight. Is it's not that shopping is bad.
yeah.
It's not that getting joy from shopping is bad.
right. It's
The problem
just
is when
like-
you elevate it higher than it ought to go. That's when the problem
Right,
arises.
yeah. And I'm not to that point.
Yeah.
Because like I know money doesn't grow on trees and so but I do
Even though you spend it as though it does.
right,
Yeah.
but like that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
But like I have $9 in my bank account. I hope my mom doesn't watch this.
She would be upset.
No.
I have
She'd
love
just have to
money,
accept
too.
it. My mom like
She might load you up to Belt and take some of that stuff back.
so I
As if you shop at Belt.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm sorry.
Lost my
Not
mind.
that she can't, but like.
hold on. Wait, I can't say that.
No, say it.
No. Wait, the camera's not been on me this whole entire time.
Oh
It's
no.
been on you.
It's okay.
Okay.
We'll get more views.
What was I gonna say? I don't know.
And Ruth, how do you hope to see Christmas different this year?
What'd
you say in sermon prep? I feel like you had.
didn't.
Oh, you
And
didn't?
then you asked me after sermon prep, and I still didn't.
Okay, well, I'm asking you now.
I've been thinking about it, kinda.
Hey, camera's not on me. Or it is on me. It don't need to be.
Oh, Ruthie?
Listen, if you can't text and direct,
I was texting my mom
Don't
back.
text. okay. Go ahead, Henry.
Wait, maybe I did say something in sermon prep. I think that I did.
Okay.
I just don't remember what it was.
It don't matter. Just tell us your answer now.
But I have to formulate it first. But I think that I'm trying to think. Like, I know that I had an answer, but I just don't remember exactly what it was.
Okay.
how to see Christmas differently.
Yeah. Did I mention? I didn't mention in y'all's the 44 Christmases. Did it? That was high school, wasn't it, Adrian?
No,
The 44. You only
Yeah,
get
you
40.
did.
So I made a.
You didn't do that. I feel like that was like half your message.
It was because we ran out of time, so I had to
Oh.
cut something, so I cut that from the middle school.
Dang.
It's one of those. So we mentioned this, made a bunch of hay about this. I thought it was pretty interesting when I looked at this. But you live an average of 72 years. That's the human life expectancy, which might be different now. I don't know. Yeah, look that up.
Probably different. Probably lower.
My gosh,
Sorry.
what's the average? What's the average life expectancy for the U.S. something? So but the point was you don't remember
77.5.
77.5. So let's just go with 77 to make
Oh,
it simple.
It's actually different. Males is 74.8.
Oh yeah.
An increase of 1.3 years in 2021,
Okay.
or from 2021. Females is 80.2 years.
Ooh.
Well,
An
Like
increase of 0.9
Women do live
years
longer.
from 2021.
Yeah. So anyway, the idea. For you, let's go me, because I'm a dude. Let's say it's 76 years. What was it? 76.8. 77 years. My first 5 years, I don't remember. So if you do the math on that, that's 72 Christmases now that I remember. Okay. For me, I really didn't even think about it, about like the significance of Christmas in a legit way until maybe I was 14. So that's 58.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 58 Christmases now where I actually think about it. But now I'm 28. So 77 minus 28, that's 30. Which means I only got, that don't seem right. 49.
Math check.
49. Which means I only got 49 more Christmases. So if I only have 49 more Christmases, the way my mind works is I want those 49 Christmases to be all that they can possibly be. And so I don't want my Christmas to be wrapped up in some garbage of my Christmas be as shallow as that was the Christmas I got AirPods. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to reduce Christmas down to the year I got something, or the year that, oh man, the macaroni was on point. You know? So the question is if that's what it's been, if that's what Christmas has been for you, as it was for me for a long time. My Christmas was detailed as the year I got this, or the Christmas that I experienced this, and it wasn't very deep, right? What is it that you how do you hope to look at Christmas different this year that make it one of the 49 that's worth something?
Well, I think. Well, it's more for me because I'm younger than you,
Yeah,
and I go to 80.
okay, whatever. I mean, it don't matter. I'm just saying, like, so what's the math on hers? Let's do that.
doesn't- I was just
It does
kidding.
matter. I mean, it does. 80 minus, how old are you?
16.
80 minus 16, which is 64. So you got 64 Christmases.
That's a lot of Christmases.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
Anyways.
You get 64 shots at celebrating Christmas. That's a very
Well,
small amount.
I think-
Mine.
I mean, this is something I think that I.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
Just no limit.
I'd say.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Daniel.
I think last year, it definitely wasn't the year before. Yeah, I think it was last year during like the Christmas season around that time. It might have been a message that somebody gave that made me realize this, or maybe I just realized it on my own. I don't remember. Somehow, some way, I came to the realization that like Christmas really isn't different from the way I should be living any other day. Like, I should wake up every day and think about the birth of Jesus and his life and his death and resurrection and make that a priority every single day. So I think the reason that I struggle with that question is because I don't what is because my mouth's just made a weird noise. Because I think now because of that last year, like, I don't look at Christmas any differently. Like, obviously it's different, you know, you get together with family, all the whole cultural thing, like presents and all that stuff is great, obviously. But as far as, like, you get however many, like 62 chances.
64.
64. I get 64 more chances. How am I going to do this? I'm just going to try my like best to do it as I would any other day.
That's
Like
what,
you shouldn't, I don't think, have like your spirituality shouldn't be like on right here, and then Christmas it goes whoop, and then back down the 26th.
I feel like it's not. Well, that's not Clay. That's not me. That's Clay. I feel like. Well, for me, it's not like that. Like I'm not like, oh yeah, do this, and then 26. I mean, 20.
But I mean, I
26.
feel like that's
I'm like,
I feel like that's
Yeah.
how it's portrayed, though.
I feel like yeah, it could be
It's
like that
this
sometimes.
is the time to focus on Jesus. Every day is the time to focus on Jesus. I
Yeah.
kind of struggle with the Christmas season for that reason. But other than that, I love Christmas.
Or the fact that like everyone's so focused on that's like Jesus' birthday, but it's like yes,
He also
But
lived
also,
every
like-
other day that we celebrate in the year.
But what I was gonna say was you said you like wake up and people tend to treat Christmas like a completely, which it's like it's another day, but like
Culturally, yes, but
you-
spiritually, it shouldn't be.
Are
right, that's
you-
right. But I was saying how, like, I feel like the more that we get older, I feel like Christmas just feels like another day to me,
I
and
think
even with
the
my
reason
birthday.
for that is because y'all don't do Santa with Lincoln, do you? I don't think I will with my kids either. Because I may get hate for that. I probably will. I have actually. I told my friends that like a few weeks ago at school, and I got bashed for it. Well, how would you ruin their childhood like that? Because
you need to start talking about something else because I'm gonna get on a soapbox.
well,
Beep,
the reason I'm
beep,
sort of saying that is
beep.
because I think the reason for me, like personally, that Christmas has lost the like Christmas magic or whatever as growing up is because I mean I've said that, that's what people say, is because you don't believe in Santa anymore, the magic of it. You don't believe in the elves and the reindeer, and Santa didn't bring you presents under the tree.
And then Jada starts crying.
Wait, what? Wait, why am I crying? What?
Please stop it. Please stop. You're gonna make me feel bad. Just joking.
That was good.
That was really good, Jada.
But like, I mean, like I think I said, I don't know, like if the Christmas magic is away, and I don't want my kids to experience that. I don't want the reason they're sad or don't feel the Christmas magic to be because they don't believe in a fat guy in a red suit. That is not, that should not break their childhood.
Wow, we just body shamed really fast.
Oh,
I mean, it should
Just
not.
kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I was sort of talking about that in the first gathering. I didn't like go in. I mean, wow, the first table. I didn't like go in depth or whatever, but I was saying how my parents like never really brought up Santa to us. Myra and George just like never brought up like it was always like obviously we're the ones giving you presents. But we just grew up.
Yeah.
We never grew up thinking Santa was ever real.
Yeah, also, like, I don't want my, like,
Credit needs to go where it's due.
That was definitely what she was about to
That's
say.
exactly what she. So just to make you feel better, that's Carissa's big thing
Like-
about the whole thing.
like-
I
like,
want him
you
to know I
and
got him.
Chris-
the
Yeah,
present.
you and Chris have worked hard all year to make money to buy Lincoln these presents, and he thinks you didn't give. Oh, he's like, yes, thank you, Santa. Like, no,
Well,
thank me. Hello, I
sometimes
provided
people
for
are
you.
like, "This is from Santa. This is from Mom and Dad."
well,
Like that's what people do
doesn't-
normally,
still, but like,
right? But like,
Jada, what was you gonna say?
okay. So one time I was talking to my mom. Me and Kayla were talking to my mom about how
One time you talked to your mother once.
we make jokes like that. It's so funny every single time.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. So we were talking about mom, and she was talking about like why she didn't really do Santa with us because like if we found out that like Santa wasn't real, then how she was like, well then how are you guys supposed to trust me that Jesus is real?
Ooh, that's a good point too.
oh wait, that's a good.
And that
I think it's
completely
like
But I feel like that's what I was about to say. I feel like
So,
that's two completely.
so let me say
different
this.
things.
So two things to that, Jada. God, we're sitting here talking about Santa Claus. One,
That's important. Maybe the parents need to hear this.
for
you
their
don't-
teenagers.
You don't even know what's coming.
You don't even know what's coming.
You don't even.
If Clay doesn't show up next week, we know why.
Parents got him. The elf.
No, I want to hear what you have to say.
That what you just said, what your mom said, is my experience to a T. It is not the experience. It is not the common experience that I have found.
Okay.
What I mean is, most people, when they find out that Santa Claus isn't real, they do not react to it in as much of a dramatic fashion as I did, and as your mother feared y'all would. But I did. Like, I questioned everything.
I remember you talking about this actually.
Yeah, you've told me
That's
this
the
story.
chief reason why we didn't do it with Lincoln, because it crushed me. Like, I can't express
When
it.
they told you that Santa wasn't real.
No one told me nothing.
I
I
can't-
figured it out.
My friend
And-
in 4th grade told me, and I was like,
Well, but you gotta understand that my family to this day, like, it was weird, like how serious it was, how serious Santa Claus was.
oh, like
It was just like
they
I
like
mentioned, yes, like what I mentioned in the message tonight. Like it was a every year thing where we watched him put our gifts out, and it was so
You watched Santa.
yes
Yeah.
through the window, and like it. I
Sorry to break it to
remember.
you, but that's not
I
fair.
remember.
something that was so real life to you.
Oh
was,
my
like,
gosh!
destroyed.
Oh my
That's
god!
awful.
There was
That's
one year.
terrible.
There was one
Okay,
year.
see, I feel like that's just really bad because it's like you saw it and you thought
Well,
it was
keep
real,
listening.
right?
One year, so like I said in the message tonight, what we would do is we would watch him through the window. Then this is in hindsight, I didn't realize at the time, but every year my grandma would say, "Oh, someone stepped on my foot," and that was the signal for whoever was dressed up like Santa. You got to get out or coming in. And so we would barge in. He would find his way out. And I remember one year that my cousin went outside and found one of the sleigh bells off of Santa's sleigh in the front yard. And he was on a whole nother level. Like,
How old was he?
I don't remember, but he was king.
He was.
He was king because he found that sleigh bell. And I just remember thinking, like, why couldn't I have found the sleigh?
I'm dying.
I can just imagine little Clay.
It crushed me. I'm telling you.
That's so sad.
I
How
question.
old were you at this point?
This is stupid. What I'm about to say is stupid. I questioned Jesus when I found out Santa Claus was.
That's not
Exactly.
stupid. I think that's incredibly realistic for
100%.
how.
Like I had to have
Major,
I had to do
major.
like this little spiritual soul searching
How old were you?
when I found out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably
Like 20, 21, something like that.
yesterday.
Yesterday.
I just had this whole traumatic experience.
Yeah, that's a big deal yesterday.
I'm over it now.
I don't know.
he
I
was
think
like-
I was 10, 11, something like that.
Wow.
Anyway, back to what you were saying. Before we got canceled because we talked about Santa Claus. Because what you said is interesting to me. Like, this is worth investigating. Do you get upset that your parents buy you a birthday present and have you a party?
What?
Do you feel like they love you less the rest of the year? But you still have a birthday party, a day of emphasis for you.
Yep. Actually, this year I'm not going to. They're just gonna let me go to the beach.
That's
You don't see you don't see the point I'm
idea.
making, do you?
Hmm?
You don't see the point I'm making.
Like, I mean,
You
it's just a
said-
celebration.
You said,
Yes. I see your point.
yeah,
I understand.
because you're right, 100%. That's a very interesting and valid point that we should not just be spiritual at Christmas and Easter for that matter. However, we do have days of emphasis
Yeah.
and seasons of emphasis.
Yeah, like I think. Yeah, I mean what you just said, I agree with. Like I don't not celebrate Christmas because I don't think it should be any different spiritually from any other day. Obviously, I celebrate Christmas, but it's just. I think I mean like on a scale as a whole, like I don't reach a high point on Christmas because I'm entirely focused on Jesus, and then the next day. Or I don't want that to happen. And then the next day, okay, like your scale or whatever. Let's say, like at this time of my life, random number. Let's just say I'm like at a 6 or something. Well, on Christmas season, I'm entirely
Correct.
focused on Jesus.
Yeah.
I go up to an 8, and then after Christmas, the season's over.
That's
I'm not
dumb.
focused
is
on
what you're
Jesus.
saying,
Yeah.
I got
Like,
you. I'm,
it's still obviously fun to like get
which is
together. with
that's a whole
family.
nother question. Is if you're a 6, but you go to 8 in December and you go back down to 6 in January, were you actually ever an 8?
Yeah. No, I don't.
Wait, that's a good
But
point.
I had a.
Or was it just all emotionalism?
when the
Wow.
original question, like, how are you gonna see different Christmas differently this year? Because I don't think like I can't. I mean, I probably could some way, but like see Christmas differently. I was been thinking about this, like, how am I gonna use like the opportunity of Christmas? Like, I'm trying to figure out how to word it. I guess the way my mind thinks is more of the break I get from school is what I'm kind of thinking.
Rest.
Yeah, a rest, a time of like, it's not as stressful. Like, I'm with my family. When you're on a break from school, not that like I hate the people at school, but like you kind of get to be around the people you want to be around. So it's not this pressure to put on like a facade every day, I guess, if that makes sense. But like what I was talking about in Bible study, how I feel like I've kind of gotten idle, IDLE, like lazy a little bit. I think
IDLE.
yeah, IDLE, not IDOL. Like
Idle,
idle,
not
like
idle.
IDLE, like
Eh,
idle.
eh. She's gotten eh.
Yeah, I've gotten
Wait,
like
Lukewarm.
no.
wait. I'm gonna have to look.
I
this
wouldn't
up.
say that. It means lazy, I guess.
Oh, that's what the word means.
IDLE,
Lazy.
yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
It was just
Actually, I didn't mention this in Bible study. I looked up the
Hello.
Greek
It
to
just
that.
gave me a weird.
It literally means fruitless.
fruitless.
The word.
Yeah.
Okay, I still stand by that. I think that like I don't think
Oh.
that I'm entirely fruitless, but I think I have definitely gotten lazy.
You might not be fruitless, but you can behave fruitless.
Yes, that's a good way of putting it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. And so I think I want to use
Or a fruitless
this-
mentality.
Not that I can't do this now, and I've started to try to do this now again, but use that break and plus winter camp, because obviously that's always helpful. Like, obviously. But as a way to stop being lazy. Like, kind of get back to
Refresher.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, kind of get back to how I was, and then further.
Yeah. What about you, Jada?
For what?
Oh, wait. Sorry. Can I say one thing?
Of course.
I just realized this as I was talking about it. I guess I view Christmas similarly
Similarly.
to the way that I view like beach camp and winter camp. Like, not entirely the same thing. They're different.
I don't know. You pretty well worship beach camp and winter camp.
I know. Like, it's a good like time. It's like good for me spiritually. It's always a fun time. Like, it's a celebration with like fellow believers, but
Fellow believer. That was funny. Sorry.
but it shouldn't be. I mean, we've said this a million times. It shouldn't be a jump up then go back down.
Correct.
As soon as the experience is
Again,
over.
you don't want to be an 8 at winter camp and
Yeah.
a
Like,
6 when you come back.
yeah, like it shouldn't just be about the feeling and the experience.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyways, continue.
Jada, how do you want to see or view Christmas different this year
Okay,
than
so
what you normally would?
whenever I need like a reality check, I'll just be like, okay, you're not promised tomorrow. Like if you just don't wake up, you're going to heaven. You're
Put death in view.
yes, like you're not promised tomorrow. So I always think I have to plan things ahead if I want to do them. So I'll be like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do tomorrow? What am I gonna do for my sisters? How many days till we have to go back to school? So I think I just really want to be like chill and just breathe to like experience what Jesus could do with that time that I'm not having to worry
Interesting.
about school or
You
my
wanna
priorities
be,
like football or extra work and stuff.
you want to
so,
be disorganized in a healthy way.
yes.
Interesting. Interesting.
Oh, I thought you were like gonna say something else.
No, not necessarily. I think those are all really good things. What was it you said?
Appreciating what I have around me.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yes.
And then
Ruthie said
she is going to take rest and
rest.
refresh a Dunkin' Donut refresher. And
It's been a while.
I was supposed to have.
No, she's
Dunkin'
just drinking
today.
Starbucks.
Jada's going to be disorganized. She's not going to worry about everything.
I can't wait.
That's cool. I'm going to be more positive.
I'm
about
so
Christmas.
proud of you for that.
I'm
Well, don't
actually
be
really
proud
proud
yet.
of you,
I
Clay.
mean, it ain't happened
but like,
yet.
but I'm saying,
Can I use you as an excuse?
What?
Can I use you as an excuse?
I'll be your translator.
I mean,
Okay.
it depends on what it is. We are on a podcast right now. You realize that?
We're live.
A public podcast.
That's like,
Yeah, as if that matters.
okay, I'll take that as a yes.
But what was I even saying? Oh, but at least you're self-aware.
Oh man,
Like that's a plus.
if I look, I'm just telling you, Clay is deficient in many areas, and I lack in many areas. Where I don't lack is usually self-awareness.
That's very.
That
very
is,
true.
that is. I think that's probably a strength.
Very true. Okay.
not working. I had to take my grandma.
Is there anything else that you guys want to talk about? Because if not, then I'm gonna wrap this up because we have hit an hour.
Let's do it.
Okay. That was
got it.
really loud.
Well, give me that back because I had to change my text message now.
Well,
What if maybe we just ended the podcast
And then we could worry about
and
it.
then
and
we'll-
then later,
Okay,
right?
that's a good
Okay.
point. I'm sorry.
Wow.
It's awfully quiet out there.
I know. I'm a little
it's because
confused.
people left.
Oh.
I'm
Okay.
sure.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining us. This is 13th episode, right?
13th
Okay.
episode.
I was just making sure because that's what I said at the
Yeah.
beginning.
Most podcasts die before the 10th episode.
Right.
Really?
Not us.
Mhm.
Eh, but
Will we make it to 20?
but
Dun dun dun.
come
I
back
just
for the next episode to continue watching our new Christmas series. Our new Christmas series and follow us on all social medias. And wait, what is our Instagram?
LP Youth.
LP
dot youth.
LP.youth. Follow us on there. And we have our first gathering on Sunday at 9:00, second gathering at 11, and food starts at 5:30, and then our youth service starts at 6. So come and join us whenever. May the Lord bless you all, and may y'all all have a wait. It's not Merry Christmas yet,
Yeah, say Merry Christmas.
but may all your Christmases be bright. That's all I could think of when I was saying that. Okay, let's dab.
Adios,
Dab.
amigos.
Hey, you have to dab. Dab. Okay, bye guys.
Adios.